Hello, two-step equations are equations that have a variable. Remember, a variable is a letter, and it has either multiplication, division, and addition and subtraction. So, if you remember parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, addition and subtraction are usually grouped in one group, and multiplication and division are grouped in a group. So, a two-step equation has addition and subtraction. Like this here, this first equation has addition and subtraction, and it has multiplication and division. Here's the multiplication and division. So looking at problem number 1, right here, you have a variable. Here's your variable. You have addition and subtraction, which is here, and you have multiplication and division, which is here. So that's 6 times x plus 12 equals 36. And here is how you solve it. The first thing you need to do is undo addition and subtraction. That's the first thing that you need to do. So make it balance. Subtract 12 from both sides. Bring 6x straight down. Plus 12 minus 12 cancel. And then you get 24 because 36 minus 12 is 24. This here is multiplication. This is 6 times the variable x. So we want to do the inverse operation and divide by 6 on both sides. So 24 divided by 6 is 4. And now substitute 4 into the original equation. Put it in there. So 6 times 4 plus 12 equals 36. Check and see if it works. 6 times 4 is 24. 24 plus 12 is 36. X equals 4 works for that first problem. Okay, look at problem 2. 6p minus 8 equals 28. It has a variable here. It has multiplication, it has addition and subtraction here. And it has multiplication and division here. So now we work in order and we make a scale, add 8 to both sides. 6p equals 36. This is 6 times p, so divide by 6 on both sides. And p equals 36 divided by 6 is 6. Insert 6 into the original equation, or substitute it in. 6 times 6 minus 8 equals 28. Does it work? 6 times 6 is 36. 36 minus 8 is 28. Good. For that, that's not problem number 1. That's problem number 2. P equals 6. Okay, problem 3. Z over 6 plus 12 equals 18. Let's make a scale, keep it in balance, like a teeter-totter, where you have someone sitting here and someone sitting here, and they have to be in balance. So if someone puts a box here, we need to have a box right here in order for it to stay in balance. You're doing the same thing on both sides. This equation, you need to subtract 12 from both sides. z over 6 equals 6. This right here is division. So we need to do the inverse operation of division by multiplying by 6 on both sides. These cancel. Z equals 36. Now, check in the original equation. Let's put a 36 right there. 36 divided by 6 is 6. 6 plus 12 is 18. So for problem 3, z equals 36. Problem 4, a over 5 minus 10 equals 4. We have a variable. We have addition and subtraction right here, addition or subtraction right here, and here we have division. A divided by 5 minus 10 equals 4. Now let's work the problem. Okay, keep it in balance. Add 10 on both sides. Remember, the first thing that you do is undo addition and subtraction, and then you undo multiplication or division. Keep it in balance, so a over 5 equals 14. This is a divided by 5, so do multiply by 5 on both sides. These cancel. A equals 14 times 5. Looks like 70. A equals 70, and then substitute 70 into the original equation. So instead of a, do 70 over 5. You know that 70 divided by 5 is 14. We just did that multiplication and division problem. So 14 minus 10 equals 4. That one also works. Nice job. Okay, look at problem 5. 1/4 x plus 12 equals 20. First thing, you need to undo addition or subtraction. This problem has plus 12, so subtract 12 on both sides. 1/4 x equals 8. Now this here is multiplication. That's 1/4 times x. We need to do the inverse operation. So do the opposite of 1/4 times x, which is divide by 1/4. Remember, dividing fractions if you have 2/3 divided by 1/4, you need to keep, change, flip. So it would be 2/3 times 4 over 1. The same is true here. You keep 1/4 the same, you multiply, and then you take the reciprocal or you flip it. Do the same thing on both sides. This cancels, all this cancels. X equals 32. And now substitute 32 into the original equation. 1/4 times 32. Let's put that right here. Plus 12 equals 20. Let's see if it's correct. We can cancel here. That's 1. That's going to be an 8. And then 8 plus 12 is 20. Yes, it works. So for this problem, x equals 32. Problem 6. 1/4 times x minus 12 equals 20. Make a scale, draw a line, keep it in balance, add 12 to both sides. 1/4 x equals 32. When you have a fraction times a variable, you solve it by multiplying by the reciprocal. That is the same as keep, change, flip. Okay, it's the same thing. So multiply by the reciprocal on both sides. These cancel. That cancels. X equals 32 times 4. $128. And now check it. 1/4 times 128 minus 12 equals 20. Put that over 1, cancel that. You know you get 1 here and 32 here. We just did that division problem because every multiplication problem is a division problem. Okay. 32 minus 12 is 20. Yes, that's correct. So x equals 128.